Watching Full House reruns becomes a lot more hilarious once you've seen Bob Saget stand up. As a person on the internet, I feel a certain need to shed light on issues that I think are important, so I'm going to do something of a PSA here. As a people, we need to strive to be tolerant of our fellow men and women, and love and respect them as much as we can. It may not always be easy, but the world will certainly be a better place if we do. To that end, there is one group in particular that, in my mind, gets an absurd amount of discrimination. It's a group that many people interact with and a lot of times discriminate against without even knowing. There are, of course, many people who discriminate against them knowing full well what they are doing, and I consider this a vile act that really displays the worst part of you. And these people who receive such an absurd amount of discrimination are, of course, assholes. Sure, you may think that assholes deserve to be discriminated against, and you're part of the problem. Remember that assholes are people too, just trying to make it in this world like you and me. Sure, it seems fun to point and laugh at assholes whenever they do something douchey, but that's not helping you, and it's not helping them. I know it's hard, but we have to learn to love and respect assholes for who they are and not discriminate against them because they were born different from us normal people. How, you ask, can I possibly be tolerant of assholes? Well, let me give you a few tips. First, it's useful to be able to identify assholes. Assholes can be men or women. Yes, it's 2016. Women can be assholes too. I've known a few. The telltale sign that someone is an asshole is usually that they prefer talking loudly over other people and prefer to interrupt them with their own stupid thoughts rather than let them finish. But that's not the only sign. Other markings of an asshole include designer clothing that was purchased at an outlet mall, a can of cheap domestic beer in their hand, and of course, a grossly undeserved sense of self-esteem. Once you identify an asshole, the next step is how to deal with them. Many people say that you need to cut assholes out of your life, but this is a bad idea. If everyone cut the assholes out of their lives, then they would start to band together with other assholes and form an unstoppable force of douchiness. We can't let this happen, so it's up to us, the non-assholes, to form a support group for the assholes in our lives. I'm definitely not an asshole. Assholes usually act like assholes in order to hide their deep-seated insecurities, and what they really need is love. So when one of your friends starts to be an asshole, just give them a big bear hug. It may seem difficult at first, and it may get a sarcastic reaction from your asshole friend, but just keep hanging on until they come around. It will also help to tell them encouraging phrases while you are hugging them, such as, "I accept you," or "I love you for the asshole that you are." Now, this may take some time, but eventually they will come around and be a better person as a result. Tolerance. It's everyone's responsibility.